Hello, friends. Welcome to another Sunday night stream. Let me know that it's all good. You can hear me. It's fine. Let me know how y'all are doing. I'm a little bit frazzled, and I really don't know why. I've got nothing going on. I just suddenly have been like, but what if I did have something going on and I forgot? Technically, I did have something going on. My boyfriend and a couple of his friends are doing like a little overnight camping thing tonight, and so I am feeding one of those friends cats, but like I did that. I literally like have photographic evidence that I went and fed this cat. So I don't know why I'm like ugh. But we have friends. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Appreciated. We do have a Crystal, and we've got a Jessica, and we've got a Michael, and a Haley. So many friends. Okay, let me actually go back to what the comments said. Crystal says it's 6 p.m. and I'm still laughing about the discount error. Yeah. For those who did not see Crystal's Instagram story, so Crystal's been working on this book for countless drafts, and then I went through and did a copy edit on it. And somehow, all of this time, through all of her edits, through I do have a stream going on. That is true. That might be it. But all of Crystal's time editing this document, me literally going through looking for errors like this. Somehow we missed, instead of discount colon, it said discount colon, which I'm glad the error has been found now. But that's so funny. Crystal, you should have like heard me laugh when I opened your message telling me this, because I laughed so loud. So fun. Haley's working on queer YA romance. Fun. I will be doing my usual bullet journaling. I've got Grimm going. I've started season 2. So I've got about 8 minutes left in this episode, and then I'll probably watch another one, and that'll take up the first sprint doing my journaling and stuff. And I have to feed my cats, because I fed a different cat. I gotta feed my cats in about an hour. And then when I'm done, well, I should probably feed myself. I don't really feel like making dinner. I'm probably just gonna snack. But when I'm done with my journaling and stuff, I'll be reading Godkiller by Hannah Kaner. This is a book that was recommended to me by Violet like a year and a half ago, and I'm finally getting around to it. I did technically already read the first page, but I read it, and I'm like, you know what would make this more enjoyable? If I listened to the audiobook while I read it physically. And thankfully, I went on Libby, and the Philadelphia Public Library System, the Free Library of Philadelphia, I think they had like, it was either 7 or 9 audiobooks total, and one of them was available, so I snatched that right up, so that's waiting for me. This is very short. It is 288 pages, so it shouldn't take me super duper long, but I'm very excited. This cover is beautiful. Yes, I'm starting another series, but this is a completed series, which means I could continue on and finish it pretty quickly. So, those are my plans for the night. Jessica's been heckin' productive today, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing. Fair enough. You deserve a break. You just vibe, just chill. Crystal's mostly doing laundry. I could type things, but I usually vibe for your streams, so like, that's fair. So going through your comments on the first half of Salvation took me an hour, and after that I was like, what if I like actually started this next draft? So I created the document for it and typed chapter 1, and then I'm like, that's good enough for today. So the document's ready to go, which I feel like creating the document is one of the hardest things with a new draft for absolutely no reason. But I can start on that tomorrow. We've got Kat here, hello, and Susan. Jessica says, I've read a chapter, crocheted, written 1,544 words so far today, and I've eaten. So productive. Very productive. Wow. That's so good. The cat just had Linner. Yeah, I don't feel like making anything. Maybe a bowl of cereal? I don't know. I'll eat something at some point tonight, even if it's not till after my stream. Hello, JC. Gonna be watching TV, maybe crocheting something or coloring, not sure which one. Both very valid choices. Starting chapter 5 now, the main character just got broken up with, and the love interest is still with her boyfriend, and both of them are fully convinced that the other is straight. Ooh, we love some drama. Yeah, starting the doc is the hardest part. It's just like a barrier to entrance for no reason. Unfortunately, I have neither bread nor cheese. But thank you for the suggestion. I do have tortillas. But what could I make? All of the stuff that I have is like to cook, and I don't want to cook. Yeah. So conceptually, that shouldn't be terrible, but that sounds so off-putting to me for no reason. I don't know. I've got cereal and milk, and that's probably fine. And if I don't feel like that, I've got plenty of snack foods. So, I do not have ham or mayo because I don't eat mayonnaise. And also, I don't know, I just don't have ham. I'm not on board with it. I don't like that idea. Yeah. So, for sprints, I have the rat timer pulled up just because that's been working well lately. I feel like I should switch it up at some point because we've been doing the rat timer for like months now. But I don't know, it's just a really good timer. I saw a video earlier today of a rat with pizza, and I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's how things are supposed to be. I'm assuming this is a place, but I don't know. I've never heard that word before. Or if I have, I don't remember. I did remember to refill my glass of water. So, at least I'm prepared in one way. I thought I had juice, but I don't. So I just have boring old water. Kind of sad, but it's fine. And technically, I could go to the grocery store at any point. It's literally a 15-minute walk, but that requires leaving the house. And I literally already did that today. Why would I do it again? I'm just gonna make do with what I have. Hydration is very important. Hydrate or dihydrate. What is on my arm? There's like, not crumbs, but just like random debris in my blanket. Is my cat laying on my blanket? Probably. I'll have to wash it. The cat that I am feeding, well, I fed tonight and will be feeding tomorrow, is named Onyx. She's very cute. She's like Gremlin in that she is technically a full-grown cat, but she is very small. and she looks like a grumpy old lady, even though she's only 3 years old. And she's just so fun. I went and I fed her, and I played with her a little bit. She's got the cat wand, the fishing pole thing. Hers has feathers on the end. The one that we have for our cats has the little wormies, but this one had feathers, and she did not like those feathers. She was attacking it. But yeah, very cute. I'm glad that I get to feed her because then I get to see her. Yeah. Yeah, genuinely, she's not an old cat, but she's got those vibes about her. Like, you know those old cats that are just like, Nyeh. But like she's also so sweet. Like, I walked in the door and she immediately started rubbing up on my legs. Granted, they could just be because she wanted to eat. She's very food motivated. But yeah, she's really cute. Ugh, I'm so tired. It just hit me. It's fine. My mother, I don't know if you guys know this, my mother works at a pet store. And yesterday, she sent me and my sister pictures of all of the cats that were there for this, like, adoption event that they are hosting. And my sister legitimately was like, how long will they be there? Because I will drive down to go see. For reference, my sister lives 5 hours north of where my parents live. And she's like, I will drive to your store to see these cats. They were very cute, though. That's how my parents got their current cats. There was an adoption event at my mom's store, and all of the cats got adopted, but then one lady who adopted 2 cats was like, actually, they don't get along with the pet that I currently have. And my mom was like, well, I don't want to send them back to the, like, foster family, so, like, I'm just gonna take them home with me. And my mom's cats are named Bonnie and Clyde, and they're very cute. I will say 99% of cats are cute, though. So my sister is very pet motivated. She loves animals, and she wants a cat so bad. But for the past, like, 4 or 5 years, she's been living with some roommates, and one of her roommates was, like, extremely allergic to cats, so she couldn't get a cat. But she just moved. And I don't know if she has roommates, actually. So she could potentially get a cat now. And then that'd be perfect because then all of us would have cats. Because I have 2 cats and our older sister has 3 cats. Actually, I want to show you a picture of my older sister's cat because it's very cute. My sister, like I said, has 3 cats. And this is Henry. He is the favorite because he's just the most affectionate. But then, did she only send pictures of the one cat? Rude. My sister's other cats are named Bug and Mao. They're large cats. Like, they're fat, but mostly they're just big. Which is so funny to me, coming off of Gremlin, who is small. Yeah, Henry is a very social butterfly. It's like he knows when the camera is on him because my older sister gets so many pictures of him because he's like, oh, hello, who, me? You think I'm cute? And he definitely lives up to being an orange boy cat. He is so stupid. Jessica says, me and both my sisters and our mom all have cats. Mom has the dad, and we have the brothers. Literally, they're blood-related cats. Oh, that's so cute. I love that you all got. That's adorable. I like that a lot. Yeah. My cats are not siblings, but they did come from the same foster family. So, like, we got them when they were 3 or 4 months old, and they were both rescues found on the streets of Philadelphia, and so they, like, already knew each other. when we adopted them. But they are not related, technically. 2 big boy cats, 14 pounds and 18 pounds. Vader and Chaos are great names for big cats. I'm obsessed already. Wow. Chloe, Crystal and I were talking about this yesterday, was it? Chloe and her cat, Azza, are both big cats with the personalities of small cats. Chloe is, I want to say, like 12 or 13 pounds, but like you look at her and she's so baby. Like she is such a little baby. And then Gremlin just is small. Michael, I think you need to get a cat. I think that's the only solution. Violet doesn't have a cat timer. Sad. Be perfect for this topic of conversation. Their personalities very much fit their names. That's so funny. Yeah, sometimes when Gremlin is really living up to her name, I wonder if that's how she would have been anyways, or if it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like she was given the name Gremlin, and so that is how she must be. She's been so goopy today. She's been laying on Jacob's pillow since he left, because he left at like 10 this morning. And she's just been sleeping on his pillow, looking like an absolute puddle of cat. I don't know where Chloe's been. Chloe's very good at hiding. She's probably going to be on top of the kitchen cabinets when I go out to feed them, because she likes to go up there. She knows that she's not allowed on the counters, but she only uses it to get up on the cabinets, so I guess it's fine. And Cat has 2 cats. Cirrus, I would pronounce that. And Miranda, cute. Love that. I'm so thankful that Christian is only 13 and a half pounds because his big brother Fuzz has been put on diets. He's so fat. Last I checked, he was about 20 pounds. That's a big cat. Wow. My friend, their parents have a cat named Bubby, and Bubby is like 19 or 20 pounds. But he is also part Maine Coon, so he is supposed to be large. And every time my friend goes to visit their parents, they send me a picture of Bubby, and Bubby is a unit. He is so big. Hello! How's it going? We're talking about cats. Well, and apparently other animals. Totally fine. Cats are cute, but if I'm ever able to get a pet, it would have to be a dog. Ideally, I wouldn't mind getting a cat and dog from puppy and kitten stage so they can grow up together. That'd be so cute. I like dogs. I didn't grow up with them, though. So, like, I don't know. With very large, excitable dogs, I understand that they're just happy to be there and everything, but sometimes I get a little bit anxious. But I do like dogs, too. I've had cats my whole life, so that's what I know. Yay, cat puddle. And Cat also has a dog. Interesting. Oh, like the cloud. That makes sense. That's Crystal's life goal. Have a kitty and a puppy and let them grow up together. Oh, it'd be adorable. What kind of dog would you guys get? My mother always wanted to get a dog, but she wants to get one of the like big dogs. So that didn't happen because we never had the space for it. I don't know. I saw a wiener dog the other day on the street, and I almost started crying because I just loved it so much. So I think I would say a wiener dog. But I don't know. I really like huskies. Huskies are very cute. What kind of dog does my friend have? My friend Zach and his girlfriend have a dog. I want to say a pit bull mix. Don't quote me on that. Her name is Katana, spelled like the Mortal Kombat character. She's very cute. And Burmese Mountain Dog or a Corgi? Yeah, very big difference. Just went through a small drama with our old man cat because something was wrong with his foot, but in the end it was a mild injury and a minor infection. But I don't think he'll ever forgive me for forcing all the meds on him. Yeah, that's very fair. When Gremlin was a little baby kitten, she got sick. That's why she's so tiny, because she was sick a lot as a kitten, and so her body couldn't expend the energy to grow. Uh, but she was on medication for a while, and she hated it. I'm like, girl, I don't know how to make you understand that this is for your own good. Like, please, we're just trying to help you. Like, it's not like we're doing it for fun. They're a Jack Russell or a Husky. Very different ends of the spectrum in terms of size, but you know, what can I say? That's fair. All dogs are good dogs. Or a golden retriever. I'd 100% call it Hank. For those who are unaware, in Crystal's book, there is in fact a golden retriever named Hank. And he is the best boy ever. I like retrievers. Retrievers are just a classic. Cat used to have a pug, also had a German Shepherd Rottweiler mix. You grew up with cats and dogs. Nice. My dad says that he wants to get a pug and he would name it Lawrence Fishburne. I don't know why, but he has been saying that for like 20 years now. So maybe one day. Michael would be Team German Shepherd, another classic. As he was too smart for meds, she'd always find them. The one time she had a little eye issue, unless we powdered it. Yeah, that's what we had to do for Chloe when she was having stomach problems. She wouldn't eat the pills, so we had to like sprinkle it on her food. And then she got too into it. Like, Gremlin is very food motivated. Chloe just eats when she's hungry. But when we put the medicine powder on it, she would like scarf her food down. And like, girl, it was crazy. 2 dachshunds. I'm very jealous. Have I seen pictures? You've sent pictures in the Discord before, right? You have to have. After all of these years. But also, everybody send pictures in the Troublemakers Discord of your pets, because now I really want to see all your pets. Christian had meds he needs to take every night now, and he slowly resigned himself to it, so it's easy to grab him and force it down his throat. Oh, poor buddy. Literally, I don't know, like, I guess she enjoyed the taste of it. It was so weird. Okay. I mean, I figured I did, but I can't picture them in my head right now. I love the pet channel in the Discord. It's truly one of my favorite things. I just really like seeing everyone's animals and learning their names. My sister, when she gets a cat, she wants to name it Richard because she really likes human names for animals. But now she's dating this guy named Ricky. And she's like, I can't name my cat Richard if I'm dating someone named Ricky. Ricky's not even short for Richard. So I don't know what her deal is. I think it's perfectly fine. But I think Richard is a very good name for a cat. I am partial to naming animals after foods, which I know my cats are Chloe and Gremlin. I did not name them. Those are the names they came with when we adopted them. But I think Panini would be a great name for a cat. Like, just imagine a tiny little kitten and you look it in the eyes and say, your name is Panini. I think it works. Anyways, maybe we should start sprinting, guys. I did remember to pre-share the timer, so I don't have to go around clicking things. Like I said, we're gonna stick with the pizza rats and get going on this. I'm gonna do my journaling. Y'all will do your own thing. Yeah. She really looked like it. Nowadays, she looks like a cat, but when she was a baby, she looked like an absolute freak. Parentheses affectionate. Genuinely, the reason we adopted cats is because we were going somewhere and there was I think it was like a PetSmart was hosting an adoption event for a local like rescue whatever, and we're like, oh, let's just go look at the cats. And I saw Gremlin and I started crying in the store because I just was like, what the fuck? And I turned to Jacob and I said, Jacob, I need this cat. And then he picked out Chloe because he really liked the color pattern of her coat because she's a calico and she is very beautiful. And so that's how we ended up with the cats that we have. If you start talking to the wrong Panini, call a doctor. Yeah. True. Yeah, Grubby was so itty bitty. And she just looked so weird. That's why my mom got the cat that she had before these two current cats, Smokey. We were going somewhere for dinner, and there was like an adoption event going, and we looked at the cats, and I think it was like 4 boy cats and a girl cat. And while we were there, like we looked at the cats and everything, and then it was like down the street from where we were going to eat. So then we went and we got food, and then we came back. All of the boy cats had been adopted, and it was just the girl cat left. And my mom is like, "Well, we can't leave her," so we took her home with us, and that's how we ended up with Smokey. Yeah. Enough about my cats and my family's cats for now. We can always talk more afterwards. But we have been chatting, and by we, I mean I've been yapping at you guys for 28 minutes. So, I think it's time we sprint. I am not in that Discord, but I'm sure everyone else who is definitely appreciates the pictures, because who doesn't love animal pictures? Oh god, more comments, more comments. My daughter and I were at the pet store and there was a cat there called Dude and we both wanted him but couldn't. And to this day, one of us will be like, remember Dude? Man, he should have been ours. No. I'm sure Dude went to a very loving home. I am sure that he is well appreciated and cared for. Remember Dude? Okay. All right, I'm gonna press play on the Pizza Rats. You got 55 minutes and 55 seconds to go do things. Even if all you do is snuggle your pets for that 55 minutes, I think that is time well spent. And I will see you guys when the timer runs out. Okay, friends, we have finished our first sprint. Be sure to let me know how that went for you guys. I did my journaling, and I fed the cats, and then I had a snack myself, and I watched Grimm. Exactly what I said I was doing. We did have some fun little chats. Um, this one, Michael says the most significant cat in my life was one belonging to family friends that we'd visit regularly during my childhood. His name was Boots, and he was a good cat. Boots is such a good name for a cat. Oh, I love that. We had a visit from Azzy. Um, what is this? It looks like a backwards check mark. Is it a golf club? I'm so confused as to what this even is, Crystal. Yeah, Azzy definitely has things to say. She's in front of my keyboard demanding pets, so her paws keep hitting shit. And then we just get a blank message. I didn't know you could send a blank message in YouTube chat. That's really funny. Hello! Morning! So you're on the other side of the world, because it is decidedly not morning here. Michael says popping away for dinner to return later. Valid. Swa. Oh, Azzy. Bye, Wendy. Unexpected errands. Good luck. Cat got a lot of writing done in the sprint. Now to unwind with reading for the rest of the stream. Fun. What are you reading? Do tell. Yes, as far as I'm aware, it is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. JC crocheted a row and a half while watching FBI International. Fair. Yeah, it's probably just a typo. Like maybe those were the dates last year and they didn't like update something. I don't know. Mistakes happen, but I'm like 99% sure it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a slash and a comma. Why are they so close together? They're literally touching. I'm not crazy, right? Though it looks like a golf club. Someone tell me I'm not crazy. Ah, fanfic. Fair enough. And Jessica's playing games. Because cat. Yeah, fair. It is in fact the 20th to 22nd. Yeah, they probably just copied and pasted from a previous event and didn't catch the thing. The date discrepancy. Happens all the time. Thank you. Like those two punctuation is a slash a punctuation? I mean, I guess so. I feel like punctuation to me is the stuff that goes at the beginning or the end of a sentence, but I guess it's all punctuation. I've never thought about this before. I don't think I want to think about it. This feels weird. But anyway, they're too close together when you type them next to each other. It's weird. No problem. Big thanks to JC for actually checking. Ugh. So the part of Grimm that I'm at, I've just watched season 2, episode 3 in my rewatch. So Hank has just found out about the world of everything, all the Grimm stuff, and Juliet has no idea who Nick is. So that's where I am. I don't know how much I watched when it was originally airing. I definitely didn't finish it. but I want to say like 3 or 4 seasons. I don't know. I don't remember like big things that happened, but I do remember watching. Like as I'm watching it now, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that stuff happening. So it's fun. It's definitely a very cheesy 2010s television show, but I'm having a good time with it. It's a nice break from watching anime. Haley got 808 words. I am so low in my seat. Wow. Haley got 808 words while touching up my nails. I did them last weekend for Pride Month, and now they're getting grown out. Going to redo the sparkles during the next sprint. The base color's lavender. The sparkles are the same colors as the bi flag, and I'm bi, so it works. Love that. That's so fun. Yeah, Grimm was one of the shows that I watched with my mom when I was in high school, but I feel like it finished airing when I was in college, so I stopped watching it. Hold on. Yeah, it ended in 2017. So I was away at college for the last season or so. That explains why I didn't finish watching it. And what is this I see about a spin-off? What? In January 2025, Peacock announced a new Grimm movie is in development. Huh. Weird. As it keeps tapping caps lock with her face, she's trying to rest her head on the keyboard. That's so cute. I love her so much. Jessica got my nails done yesterday and I haven't stopped staring at them since. They're beachy vibes. Cute. I have gotten my nails done exactly once in my life. And that was like pre pandemic, like 2018, 2019. And I think I just got them painted black. Like they were like the actual acrylics, like the thing they put on it and then painted. And it was so awful getting them off. So I'm like, never again. But my friend was like, I want to go do this. Do you want to come with? And I'm like, yeah, I've never done that before. Sure, I'll try. And so like I don't even paint my nails. I haven't owned nail polish in years. Maybe I should get some. I feel like that would be fun. But I would get like one bottle, maybe like two, and use them until they run out. I don't see the need for me personally to have like 5 bajillion bottles of nail polish. That's alright, Lisa. We've only done one sprint. Oh no! Okay, well, we're here for when you do listen. Miranda will sometimes sleep with her face flat down on whatever surface she lays on. It's both cute and weird. That is really funny. Both of my cats do the thing where they like put their little paw over their eyes, and it's so freaking cute. I have at least like 4 bajillion pictures of them doing that. I was going through my phone camera roll recently to like try and clear up storage space, and I'm like, I can't delete any of these pictures. They're so cute. It's just all pictures of my cats. I've got my nails done maybe twice for a prom and a friend's wedding. I'm not a nail person because I bite my nails would be pointless. Yeah, whenever I did like paint my nails when I was a kid or something, I would pick at them. So it definitely wouldn't be meant to look really good for a long time. My phone is so full of kitty pics. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So many. These are a Wow. These are a light blue cat eye polish for the water and a beach with a little palm tree silhouette. Ooh. I love that. Yeah, I figured. I understood what you meant. I didn't even realize the sparkles were those colors until last June, and I've had this polish for years. I just did the sparkles last year, so it'd be subtle since I was still questioning it at the time. Valid. Completely understandable. I do love sparkles on nail polish. I think that's so pretty. My one coworker yesterday, I saw her nails and they were like, you know when you get like a set of nails and so they all like coordinate but they're not all like the same on each one. The theme was like white and gold, and so like they like some were just painted white, some had like a gold accent, one of them had like a little gold bow on it. I'm like, dang, those are stunning. They looked so good. Also though, I worked at an ice cream store, so I can't imagine, and they were like, they weren't like super long, but they were definitely like longer. Like, does ice cream not get under those? Because I get ice cream under my nails, and mine are pretty long for my usual. I should probably clip them soon. But like, I can't imagine like going to scoop ice cream and like if you misjudge the distances and everything, you just get like your nails. Oh, that'd be so bad. Yes, I agree. They do sound really pretty. I wonder what Katie Ann's nails are gonna look like for her book release in 2 days. Can y'all believe that Backhand Compliments is coming out in 2 days? I'm so excited. My local romance bookstore, I contacted them a couple of weeks ago to be like, hey, are you gonna be stocking this? And they were like, of course. Do you want us to put aside a copy for you? I'm like, yeah. So, I think I'm gonna be going maybe Friday. I'm off from work on Friday, so I should have time. The issue is that I live here. I walk to work, and my job is like here. And then the bookstore, which I would also walk to because it's within walking distance, is here. So I wouldn't want to walk to the bookstore on the same day that I'd be walking to work, especially because the bookstore, I live at the top of a hill. The bookstore is at the bottom of the hill. I don't want to do all of that walking in one day. So I'm definitely going on one of my days off. Ooh, I'm so excited. I think we need to start the next sprint so I can take a look at these pictures. If that's all right with you guys. Not to be a dictator, but I want to look at cute animal pictures. So I think we should start the sprint. Ooh, and a picture of Jessica's nails in the cafe. Exciting stuff. We're going to start the sprint. I'm going to be a dictator and decide that. So we're just going to do another pizza rat, because why not? Stop it, StreamYard. Stop messing with the layouts. You know which layout I want. Put me in the correct spot. Okay. Anyways. It's going to be another 55-55. I'm going to look at these pictures, and then I'm going to get reading on Godkiller. We'll see how far I get. This font is so tiny. Look at that. That's crazy. It is like a nice sized paperback. Like, it feels good to hold in my hands. I like that it's not gigantic. Yeah. Or like, if I'm using a layout when I have the screen shared and then I take the screen away, when I go back to sharing the screen, put me in the layout that I was just in when I had the screen shared. You know? I feel like it's not that hard. But anyway, I'm gonna press play. We're gonna get sprinting and then come back and do a little bit more chatting. Okay, friends, that was the end of our second sprint, and it will in fact be our final sprint because boy, am I tired. I just want to go lay down. I know it's not quite 9 o'clock yet, but I can't. I can't keep going. We did have Gwenna join us. So many friends around today. I got to page 45 of God Killer, so about 15%. And I'm enjoying it. It's very strange. Like the magic of the world is interesting. Definitely not something I've really seen before. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. It's not what I expected. First of all, it's multiple POVs, which I really wasn't expecting. Um, but I do like our POV characters so far. So far, we've had a POV from Kissin, who is the main character. She's the god killer in question, and she's in her 20s. We've also met Inara, who is 14, so we do have like a child's perspective. We've had a POV from Sketty, who is a god, and then we've also got Elogast, who is a former knight of the realm. So a big variety. I'm very intrigued to see how all of these plot lines, well, I guess not plot lines because I'm only 15% in. We haven't gotten a ton of plot, but how these like different POVs all weave together. So it's not nap time, Crystal. It's 9 p.m. And Cat's still reading, getting a snack now. No, what? I said I was gonna get my rest. That's what I said. I said we weren't staying. When I got 1,008 words, absolutely killing it. Still watching FBI International while planning out my week. Fair. Morning chores are done. Played on my phone and considered also going to bed. I don't think I'm gonna go to bed just yet, but I'm definitely gonna not have screens in my face like this. Shifted from gaming to reading because I can't help myself. I need people to read this series and gush with me about it. It's so silly. You can't say that and then not tell us the series. Oh my god, I'm yawning again. Ah. Yeah, I'm not gonna be staying up late. Probably just gonna chill with the cats and do a little bit more reading and call that it for the night. Lots of chatting. Congratulations. Vanilla Coke to celebrate. Yeah, Michael was watching a friend's chess match. No, if I'm going to bed at 9 p.m., I'm like going to bed for the night. Prime nap time is 2 to 4 p.m. Sleep is just a long nap. I mean, you're not wrong, but I also don't want to say that you're right. Ooh, celebratory brownie. Nice. Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna go on. I don't know, it just seemed like I'm like, did I say I was gonna keep going? I just got really confused. It was just very abrasive in the capital no. I was like, did I not realize what I said? Finished redoing nails and watched some videos on the college application process. I'm technically a senior in high school now, and I don't like it. My brother's a freshman now. I did not know you were in high school, Haley. Oh my goodness, so many of my coworkers, for those who might not know, I started a new job this past week at my local ice cream place. and so many of my coworkers are high schoolers, and a bunch of them are talking about graduation because the local high school, the graduation ceremony is I think this Tuesday, and so like a bunch of them are graduating. But everyone keeps asking me how old I am. Like a bunch of them did assume I was in college, which I'm not. I'm 26 years old. I graduated college 5 years ago. But like I understand people being like, "Oh, you look like you're in your early 20s." Yesterday, I worked with a girl that I hadn't been introduced to yet, and she goes, "So what high school do you go to?" And I was like, "I'm 26." And the look on her face. It was definitely a shock to realize that I am almost a decade older than most of my coworkers. There are a few others like me who are in their 20s, but a lot of them are in high school, and I'm the way they talk. I'm like, just put me in the grave now. They seem so young. Ooh, I have heard you talk about this series before. The third one just came out. That's so exciting. I tried orange vanilla Coke. It's just vanilla Coke with an extra step. Huh. This is true, JC. You also are on a totally different time schedule than me. For me, normal bedtime is like I get into bed around 10, but I don't usually go to bed until like 10:30 cuz I'll get into bed and then I have to wait for my boyfriend, so I'll like just vibe for half an hour. 5 a.m. Oh, could not be me. No, you're fine. You are fine. I was just a little bit confused. Good night, Gwenna. We'll be calling it quite shortly. It's apparently tasty. I haven't been in high school since 2009. I was 19 when I graduated. There. I was 17? Because my birthday's in September. Yeah, I graduated 9 years ago. Crazy. Crystal, I always forget that you're in your 30s. In my head, you and Marta are the same age, when that is not true. You're much closer in age to Violet. Because Marta's like 29, right? Marta's like 2-ish years older than me. Maybe? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Yeah, that's fair. Although, I have very crackly bones, so that is not necessarily a sign of age. Midnight is my usual time to sleep. Yeah, I used to be like midnight to like 9 a.m. was when I went to sleep. But that just I don't know. It just felt like I was waking up so late. So, Kat's gonna be 36 in September. Crystal's 35. Yeah, not in my brain, Crystal. Not in my brain. One of your comments was, "Why did my character use the unlock button to unlock all the doors in the car she was in? I felt so old." Well, because your book takes place in modern day. And you didn't specify that she had an old car. Or, like, maybe you did say old car. But in my head, 1980 would be like a classic car. And an old car just means like a 2010 Honda. You know? Gotta be more specific. Oh boy. This has been fun, friends. I always enjoy chatting with you guys. As per the new normal, I have no idea if I'll be streaming next week. I guess this is like how technically anything older, I want to say anything older than like 25 years is technically vintage, but like the perception of the word vintage has a specific connotation. I don't know. Yeah, I find out my schedule on Wednesday for the following week, so I don't know if I'm working next Sunday or not. If I am, I won't see you. If I'm not, then I will probably set up the stream Wednesday or Thursday. So you'll get a little bit of advanced notice. That's fair. Crystal, you act like I also did not grow up very poor. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to think of the cars my parents used to have. Nowadays, a lot of cars don't even have like a slot on the door for you to put your key in. Like the only way to open it is with a button. And I don't like that because what if the button breaks? That's weird to me. I don't know. My mom had a minivan. That's as much as I remember. Yeah. Too many things are being simplified to like a detriment. Like people nowadays like have everything on your phone. They're not memorizing phone numbers, relying on like maps. And I say people, I'm part of the problem here. I also fall into this. So like if my phone dies and I'm somewhere I don't know where I am, that's a problem. Yeah, Crystal. Says the girl who can't drive. Group with locks had to be pulled up from the inside after unlocking the driver's door. Yeah, my friend's car is like that. My friend's car also still has the roll down windows, though, so maybe an outlier in this day and age. Yeah, or what if, like, I feel like that's so much easier for someone to, like, get the code or something. Like, if you have a key, you just have that key, but, like, anyone can put in a code. Oh my god, Michael, we're not even gonna get into this and the fact that, like, no, we're not gonna get into it. We're not gonna get into it. We're gonna end the stream before we all just go, ugh, too much because of the way things are going in the world. Yeah, it's been great. You'll see at some point during the week if I put up a stream whether or not I will be streaming next Sunday. Backhanded Compliments comes out this week. Support Katie Ann and her queer book during this fabulous Pride Month. Where are the buttons? Not there. There are the buttons. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you at some point in the future. Bye.